very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. First, we welcome back William and Suzanne. You're our first couple today. You were on the show last time. Remind us how you did.
We had a disappointing exit in the first round, so we're hoping to do a bit better today.
You did football teams with town or city in their name. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Remind us what you do, William.
I'm a sheep farmer.
You're a sheep farmer. Any sheep in the show today, Richard?
The good news is, for everybody else, no. no sheep, I'm afraid.
More's the pity. More's the pity. Suzanne, what do you do?
I'm a tennis coach.
You're a tennis coach. What are your areas of expertise?
I would like to see geography or economics come up.
Well, very, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's lovely having you back on the show. Next, we welcome David and James. How do you two know each other?
We met at work about 10 years ago, and we've been friends ever since.
What do you hope is going to come up today, David?
You know, sort of general blokey topics, really. Films, sport.
James, what about you?
I wouldn't mind science coming up. I've always quite liked watching science TV shows, you know,
You're good at remembering things like that. Do you remember science?
Well, I was trying to remember the name of who presented Tomorrow's World. I think it was Judith Ham, but I'm not sure.
There you are.
Right, you know what? That's ruined round one.
Well, very, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great to have you here. Next, we welcome back Gail and Tash. You were on the show last time. Remind us how you did.
We went out in the second round because we didn't read enough celebrity biographies.
Yeah, celebrity biographies. That was really tough, wasn't it?
It was. All like Shakespeare and literature I read at university, never realising that I should have been reading Jordan's autobiography.
You should have been reading Ooh, What a Lovely Pair.
Yes.
Not,
by Anton Deck.
Interestingly, not by Jordan, by Anton Deck.
Anton Deck, I know now, yeah.
Gail, what do you hope is going to come up this afternoon?
Quite like some music to come up. I
Yeah.
do like my music and possibly a bit of film.
OK. Well, very, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great to have you back. And finally, we've got Alejandra and Paul. How do you two know each other?
We met about 4 years ago in a nightclub in Santiago in Chile.
How run-of-the-mill.
That's where we met, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, that's right.
In a Santiago nightclub.
That's right, yeah.
A strange man was talking to Alejandra and she wanted to get away from him. I was standing to one side, minding my own business, and she said, hola, and...
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Yeah.
I think she regrets it now, but...
I don't... Yeah, Alejandra. She can't. She's come all the way from Chile.
Exactly.
Paul, what do you do?
One of my jobs is Geordie interpreter.
Is that really a job? Is that what you...
Ali saw the job, actually, so it's her fault in the newspaper, and she said, look, you should apply for that. You've been helping me out so much in Newcastle.
Do you understand Geordie well, Alejandra, now? Have you picked it up?
Maybe 85%. It depends on the person.
It's quite hard.
Yeah.
It's quite hard if your ear's not tuned into it. Anyway, well, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great to have you on the show. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show. There's only one person left for me to introduce. If he was a dinosaur, he'd be an obscurosaurus. He's my pointless friend. He's Richard.
Oh, yeah. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very good. You're from very near Geordie land, aren't you?
I am, that's right.
So sorry, I didn't quite...
I think he said he was, yes.
You are, that's very good. Where exactly are you from?
Rothbury?
Rothbury. It's near the border with Scotland.
Lovely. And how are you this afternoon?
I'm very well.
He's very well.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Should be a good show. Everybody wanted film, and film there is.
Wow, Richard.
Yeah.
You're just dishing out the sweets today, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I made a last-minute choice between film and sheep, and film won.
OK, we put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but this is pointless, so we are after the obscure answers they didn't get. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave. And each time that happens, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Ian and Jane won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. There it is. Right, let's play Pointless. In the first round, each of you must give me one answer and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so be very careful that's not you. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points. Good luck. Our first category this afternoon is American actors. So can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Bill Murray films as they could. Bill Murray films. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Bill Murray has received an acting credit up to the start of 2011. As always, TV films or documentaries don't count, nor does any film where he plays himself, such as Space Jam. We won't accept that. But voice performances do count.
OK, thanks very much. Suzanne and William, you all drew lots before the show, and today you get to go first. Suzanne, Bill Murray fan, are you?
At the moment, I'm really struggling to think of who Bill Murray is.
OK.
No, not good.
So that's a tough one.
It's very tough.
You're going to have to make up a film title.
I'm going to guess Groundhog Day.
And you genuinely couldn't think who Bill Murray was?
No.
So this is a complete stab in the dark.
It really, yeah, it really is.
Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Groundhog Day. Good luck, Suzanne. It's right! It's right, 38. That's a great score for a punt like that. 38 for Groundhog Day, Richard.
Yeah, very well done, Suzanne. You got it from somewhere. From 1993, he plays Phil Connors, who's forced to relive the same day over and over again. I thought you were about to there. I'd been knocked out in the first round, but you may have saved yourself.
Great score, 38 for Groundhog Day, Richard.
I get it. Yeah, Groundhog Day. It's from very well done. You obviously got that from the back of your mind somewhere.
I don't know where it came from.
Great score, Groundhog Day. Oh, stop, really. James. Remember, we're looking for Bill Murray films.
One's come to mind. I think it's a film where he sports a lot of different tracksuits. Broken Flowers?
Let's see if Broken Flowers is a correct answer, and if it is, let's see how many people said Broken Flowers. Well done, it's right. Oh! That's a great answer, James. I thought that was going to go all the way down, but that scores you 2. Brilliant score. Richard.
Yeah, well played, James, from 2005. And as you say, plenty of tracksuit work in that film.
Now then, Gail. Bill Murray films.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he was in the version of A Christmas Carol, which was called Scrooged.
You're saying Scrooge. You want to score as few points as possible. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Scrooged. Very well done. 8 points to Scrooged. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Gail. From 1988, it's their version of A Christmas Carol. He plays a cynical television executive in that. Which is weird, because all the television executives who look after this show at the BBC are just lovely.
They are some of
less
the...
cynical people you could not hope to meet. Talented, nurturing.
Philanthropic.
Lovely. Oh, no Christmas Carol needed for them.
No. Alejandra.
I have to be honest, and I'm not a big fan of Bill Murray. But now I'm 100% sure I have the name right, so it'll be a total gamble.
OK.
It's a movie called Annie, could be.
Annie.
About a little girl.
You're hoping to score as few points as possible. You're also hoping it's correct.
Yeah.
Let's see if it is, and let's see how far down it goes. Is it correct? And how many people said Annie? Oh, bad luck, Alejandra. Unfortunately, Bill Murray is not in Annie, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. Bad luck. Annie, Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Alejandra, not Bill Murray, I'm afraid. I think the person whose name is most similar to Bill Murray, and that is Tim Curry, who is in Annie. Whether that's who you were thinking of.
Probably.
So if we were doing actors who rhyme with Bill Murray, it's a very good answer.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, a very wide-ranging field we have. James and David looking fantastic on just 2 points. Then we come up to 8 for Gail and Tash, another lovely answer there. 38, Suzanne and William, not bad at all. Alejandra and Paul, you are way out in front with 100 points. So, Paul, the pressure is on you to find a really obscure answer for the next pass. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? Now then, Paul,
Yes.
you are the high scorers on 100 points. You know what you have to do. Do you know Bill Murray films well?
I've got one which I think's OK. I'm not sure if it'll be pointless. I will go for The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said The Life Aquatic. It's right. I'm thinking this will be a low scorer for you. There we are! Very well done, Paul. Very, very well done. That's a pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. And it scores you nothing, leaving you with a total of 100. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Paul. You can't do any better than that. He plays Steve Zissou himself, who's an oceanographer.
Well, we're looking for Bill Murray films. Tash. The high scorers are Paul and Alejandra still on 100 points. If you can score 91 points or less with your answer, you are through to the next round.
OK, I'm going to gamble a little bit, I think, and I'm going to go for Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation. If this is right, and it goes below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if it is, and how many people said Lost in Translation. Very well done. Wow, 13. 13 for Lost in Translation takes your total up to 21. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Tash. Released in 2003. He received a Best Actor nomination, but didn't win it. Never won an Oscar.
Never?
Bill Murray. Amazing, isn't it? When you think of some of the films he's been in. Up to the start of 2011, that is.
American Academy, what are you playing at? Bill Murray?
No, Groundhog Day itself should have swept the board, should it not?
It should have. Year after year. Now, David. David and James, you are on 2, thanks to James's exceptional answer with Broken Flowers in the first round. David, I think you're going to do even better. We've had 1 pointless on this round. I think if anyone can find another pointless Bill Murray film, I'm looking at him now.
I'll do my best. So, the answer I'm going to go for is Rushmore.
Rushmore.
Yeah.
And there's your red line. Let's see if you can clear that. Let's see if Rushmore's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Rushmore. It's right and you're through. Let's see if this can take us down to 0. Yes! Very, very well done. Very well done, David. Fantastic answer. Rushmore, a pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,500. And it scores you nothing, leaving you with a very, very impressive total of 2. Richard.
Very well played, David. Another brilliant film, Rushmore, from 1998. Bill Murray loved the script so much, he said he would be in the film for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe a Lifetime Achievement Oscar would be. You know, I was about halfway through. I'm hoping there's a lot more left.
Should get something, shouldn't he?
Something?
Perhaps we should send him a pointless trophy.
Consider that done.
It'd be something of a surprise of him one morning waking up in Laurel Canyon, opening his post.
Oh, this is quite heavy, and they haven't paid the postage. Yeah. OK, we are looking for Bill Murray films. William, our high scorers are Paul and Alejandra on 100 points. You're on 38. If you can score 61 or less with this answer, you and Suzanne are through to the next round.
OK.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to gamble on an obscure one.
Suzanne? a little bit panicky there. Yeah. OK. What are you thinking?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Well, there is your red line. If you can come below that red line with your answer, you are through to the next round.
Fingers crossed.
What about Bob? Maybe it'll be another pointless answer if it's correct, and we'll add another 250 quid to the jackpot. Let's see. What about Bob? How many people said that? Is it right? It is right. You are through. Is it pointless? Oh, no, not quite. It's all but pointless. That scores you 2 and takes your total up to 40. Well done. Richard, what about Bob?
Yeah, well played, Williams. From 1991, plays alongside Richard Dreyfuss, who plays his psychiatrist. Another very good Bill Murray film. There's a whole load of pointless answers. Let's take a look at a few of them. Well done if you got any of these at home. Charlie's Angels, where he plays Bosley, was a pointless answer. Ed Wood alongside Johnny Depp. He's the voice of the Badger in Fantastic Mr. Fox as well, alongside George Clooney and Meryl Streep. Garfield, also, he's the voice for. Meatballs, one of his early comedies. There's Rushmore, which we had already from David. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, we had from Paul. The Darjeeling Limited, and he plays one of Dustin Hoffman's friends in Tootsie as well. All of those pointless answers. Let's take a look at the most popular answers. These are the ones that most of our 100 people said. A couple of these will be familiar. Lost in Translation, we had from Tash. Would have scored you 13. Groundhog Day, we had from Suzanne, which would have scored you 38. Saw you through to the next round. And right at the top, another film he didn't get an Oscar for. Unbelievable. Ghostbusters.
Fantastic film.
38. And Ghostbusters 2 would have scored 11, so that would have been a good answer.
Very good. Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid it's Paul and Alejandra. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And Paul, you gave us a pointless answer. But anyway, you now know a lot more about Bill Murray films than you did before. You'll never forget all of those pointless answers. A great shame to be saying goodbye to you so early. I know we will see much more of you next time. We'll look forward to that. But meanwhile, thanks very much for playing. Great contestants. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, only 2 pairs can make it through to the head-to-head, so one of the teams in front of me will be leaving at the end of this round. Make sure it's not you. Our category for round 2 is landmarks. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And our question concerns World Heritage Sites and their countries. In this round, we're about to show you a list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. We asked 100 people to tell us in which country each of them is found. Richard?
Yeah, we're going to show you 6 World Heritage Sites on each pass. The more obscure ones are going to score you fewer points. If you give us an incorrect answer, if you tell us the wrong country, you'll score 100 points. There's 12 in all for you to have a go at home.
OK, thanks very much. So we are looking for the countries in which these UNESCO World Heritage Sites are found. And we have got Robben Island, Taj Mahal, Historic Sanctuary of Machu Picchu, Yellowstone National Park, Serengeti National Park, and Aachen Cathedral. I'll read those one more time. Robben Island, Taj Mahal, Historic Sanctuary of Machu Picchu, Yellowstone National Park, Serengeti National Park, Aachen Cathedral. OK, now, these are the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. You have to tell me which countries they are found in. William?
I think I'll go for Yellowstone National Park.
And?
The USA.
Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Yellowstone National Park, USA. It is right. A lot of people know it. So, 81 points.
Yeah, big score. It's the first national park in the world, Yellowstone National Park, from 1872.
Hey, there you go. Now then, James, UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
I definitely know one of them. And I'm going to go for Machu Picchu. And I think it may be in Peru.
Machu Picchu, Peru, you're going to say. OK, well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Machu Picchu, Peru. Is right. 39. Good answer, James. 39 for Machu Picchu.
Yeah, well played, James. A 15th century Inca site, Machu Picchu.
Thank you very much. Now then, Gail. Remember, we're looking for the countries in which you will find these UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
I'm going to play it safe and go for Aachen Cathedral, which is in Germany, because I lived in Aachen for a short time.
Aachen Cathedral, Germany. I think that's probably a brilliant answer. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Aachen Cathedral, Germany. Very good answer indeed. Look at that, 26, the best answer yet. Our Aachen Cathedral, playing it safe it may have been, but it scored you 26. Very well done.
Yeah, the oldest cathedral in Northern Europe. Have you been to Aachen Cathedral while you were there?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Is it nice?
It's all right, yeah.
It's
a cathedral.
I will tell UNESCO, they'll be delighted.
Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, UNESCO.
Let's take a look at the rest of the board, shall we? Taj Mahal, let's take a look at what that would have scored. It's in India, of course, would have scored you 97 points. 97 points. Also a Taj Mahal on Kentish Town Road, isn't there?
Very, very good one, yes.
But we wouldn't have accepted that. The Serengeti National Park is in Tanzania. Famous, of course, for the migration of the wildebeest and the zebra. 8 points, that. And Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was incarcerated, of course, for many years, would have scored you 26 points. It's in South Africa, of course.
Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. 26 points, Gail. Aachen Cathedral, you see? Very good. Great answer there. James on 39, not bad at all. Then way out in front, William and Suzanne on 81. Suzanne, how good are you on your UNESCO World Heritage Site?
We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, I think we probably shall.
Yes.
OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more UNESCO World Heritage Sites on the board. And we have got the Great Wall, Skellig Michael, Petra, Acropolis, Lake Baikal, and Historic Centre of Naples. I'm just going to read those again. The Great Wall, Skellig Michael, Petra, Acropolis, Lake Baikal, Historic Centre of Naples. Now, remember, we're looking for the country in which each of these World Heritage Sites is found, and you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Tash, what do you think?
I'm going to go for the Acropolis, and I'm going to say Greece.
Acropolis, Greece, you are saying. The high scorers are William and Suzanne on 81. If you can score 54 or less with the Acropolis, you are definitely through to the next round. There's your red line. If you come below that red line, through to the next round. Let's see if the Acropolis is indeed in Greece, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. Oh, 72. Quite a high score there. 72, that takes your score up to 98. Richard?
Yeah, European Cultural Heritage has said that the Acropolis it's the preeminent monument in the whole of Europe, the whole history of Europe, the Acropolis. It means highest city in Greek.
OK, now then, David, it comes to you. The high scorers are now Tash and Gail on 98. If you can score 58 or less, you are definitely through to the next round.
OK.
What do you think?
It's a tough board.
Have you been to any of those places?
No.
Would you like to go to any of those places?
Yes. I suppose the Historic Centre of Naples might be a nice place to visit.
Oh, not after dark. I'm not saying where it is.
I think I might know where it is, but I think it might be quite high scoring.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's not in that title is the actual name of the country, isn't
That's
it?
right, yeah. That's right. I'm going to go for Skellig Michael, which I have a sneaky feeling might be on Shetland, which is part of the UK. So I'm going to go for the United Kingdom, Skellig Michael, United Kingdom.
If Skellig Michael, the United Kingdom, gets you below that line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Skellig Michael. Ooh. Bad luck, David. That is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. That gives you a total of 139. Richard?
Yeah, sorry, David, I won't give the correct answer just in case Suzanne wants to have a go at the same question.
No, that's fine.
Suzanne. The high scorers are now David and James on 139. If you can score 57 or less with this answer, 57 or less, you are through to the head-to-head.
OK, well, I think I'll have to go for Petra and hope that it's low scoring enough. So I think Petra's in Jordan.
Petra, Jordan, you are saying this has to score 57 or less for you to stay in the game. There's your red line. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Petra, Jordan. That's right. And you are through to the next round. 28, that scores you. Very well done. Takes your total up to 109. Richard?
Yeah, very well played, Suzanne. Made a World Heritage Site in 1985, Petra. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. Great Wall is, of course, in China. Would have scored a massive 98 points. Historic centre of Naples. It's in Italy.
All right.
Yeah, it's in Naples, in fact. I would have scored you 81 points. I think it's better than the centre of Venice. It's not safe to walk the streets there.
No.
That's a canal joke.
Yeah.
Lake Baikal, it's in Russia. Would have scored you 17. And David, Skellig Michael, you weren't a million miles away. It's in the Republic of Ireland. Would have been a very good answer, though. Would have scored just 4 points. So very well done if you got that at home.
OK, thanks, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid it's David and James. Well, I wasn't going to predict that. Unless, of course, this is tactical, isn't it? It's tactical. Yeah, he knows where Skellig Michael is.
Yeah, he knows.
This is just this, they're hustling. They are going to tidy up next time they're on the show.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's been brilliant having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming along. We will see you again next time and look forward to that very much. Great contestants. But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are going to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Very well done, Gail and Tash, William and Suzanne. You've made it through to the head-to-head. Now, obviously, only one pair can make it through to today's final and play for the jackpot, which currently stands at £1,500. Now, you're going to go head-to-head on the best of 3 questions. For each question, each pair needs to give me just one answer, and you are now allowed to confer. All you have to do is come up with an answer that scores less than the other pair, and you will win that question. The first pair to get to the best of 3 will be playing for today's jackpot. Let's play Pointless. So here is your first question. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many characters in The Vicar of Dibley as they could. Characters in The Vicar of Dibley, Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any character who's appeared in 20 or more episodes of the BBC sitcom The Vicar of Dibley. We're looking for character names, not actors. We will accept first names. And there are 7 names on the list.
OK, thanks very much. Gail and Tash, because you played best throughout the show so far, you get to go first.
OK.
OK.
We know the Vicar of Dibley quite well, but we can't remember the names of the more obscure characters, which is never going to be a great thing. So we're going to have to go for Hugo Horton.
OK, Hugo Horton has gone. William and Suzanne.
Should we go for Jim? Are you quite confident that's what he's called? OK, I think we'll go for Jim. Please.
Jim.
Yeah.
OK, in the order they were given, Gail and Tash said Hugo. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Hugo. Oh, good answer. Hugo, 21. What are you thinking, Gail?
Not sure whether they might have beaten us on this one.
OK, well, let's find out. William and Suzanne have gone for Jim. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Jim. Oh, it beats it. 12 to 21. Jim wins it. So after the first question, William and Suzanne are ahead 1-0. Richard.
Yeah, well played, William Suzanne, played by Trevor Peacock, Jim. There is one answer that would have beaten it, and that's the character played by Roger Lloyd Pack, who also plays Trigger in Only Fools and Horses, and his name is Owen. Would have scored you 10. Owen knew it. There's Jim Trott on 12, Frank Pickle 13, David Horton, that's Hugo's father, he would have scored you 17. Hugo Horton, played by James Fleet, 21. Alice Tinker, who then married Hugo Horton, played by Emma Chambers, 30. And Dawn French's character, Geraldine Granger, on 37. Very well done if you got all of those at home.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. Here is your second question. Gail and Tash, you have to win this question to stay in the game. Here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries ending in E as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any country whose name ends in E, and always by country we mean a UN member that's a sovereign state in its own right. There are 14 countries whose English name ends in E, as listed on the United Nations website. Which is the most obscure of those?
OK, thanks very much, Richard. William and Suzanne, you go first this time.
OK, well, we came up with the same answer, and we think it should be reasonably obscure. So we're going to go for Belize.
Belize.
Yes.
We've come to a decision. I think the most obscure one we can think of is Suriname, but we're not sure whether it'll be that.
Suriname.
Yeah.
OK, we have Belize, we have Suriname. William and Suzanne, Belize. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said Belize. Six for Belize, an excellent answer. Suriname, it needs to be better than Belize. It's got to go below 6. It's asking a lot. But if it does, you stay in the game. Suriname, is it right? How many people said it? Oh, look at that! How fantastic! That's a brilliant, brilliant answer. Suriname, and it keeps you in the game. After 2 questions, you are 1-all. Richard?
Yeah, great answer, Gail and Tash. There are 4 pointless answers here. Let's take a look at all the answers, though. These, of course, this is how they're listed on the United Nations website. That's how we go. So Timor-Leste, which we also call East Timor, but officially its English name is Timor-Leste. That was pointless. São Tomé and Príncipe is pointless. Côte d'Ivoire, which again is the official name of the Ivory Coast. That was pointless. Cape Verde, the Cape Verde Islands, that was pointless as well. Then Sierra Leone on 1, Suriname on 2, Mozambique on 4. Singapore on 5, Belize 6, Zimbabwe 9, Ukraine 11, Greece 19, Chile on 24, and France on 52. Very well done if you got all of those or most of those at home.
Thank you very much. Here is your 3rd question. Whoever wins this question goes through to the final and will be playing for that jackpot. OK, here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Sunday newspapers as they could. Sunday newspapers. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any national Sunday newspaper in the UK which has a circulation of over 100,000 as of the beginning of 2011. There are 12 newspapers on this list.
12 newspapers. OK, Gail and Tash, you go first. OK, Gail and Tash, you have an answer?
We really can't decide, so I think we're going to plump for the Independent on Sunday.
OK. William and Suzanne?
We think we should go for the one that's popular in Scotland, where we live. That's the Scotland on Sunday.
OK, in the order they were given, the Independent on Sunday, Gail and Tash. Is it right? How many people said it? Independent on Sunday. "36. 36 people said the Independent on Sunday. William and Suzanne have gone for Scotland on Sunday. It has to go lower than 36, and it has to be correct. Let's see if Scotland on Sunday is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Scotland on Sunday. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck. I'm afraid Scotland on Sunday is an incorrect answer, which means after 3 questions, Gail and Tash are through to the final 2-1. Richard?
Yeah, so sorry, William and Suzanne. Its circulation's not big enough to make the list, just over 50,000. There are 2 Scottish papers on the list, though, and both of them would have won you the points. So let's take a look. As I say, at the bottom, the Sunday Post, the Scottish newspaper, and again, according to the Audit Bureau of Circulations, there are over 100,000, was a pointless answer. The Sunday Mail, another Scottish paper, on 7. Daily Star Sunday, 18. Independent on Sunday, 36, a very good answer. Very little that would have beaten it. The Observer, 41. Sunday Telegraph, 44. Let's see which ones were most popular. The People, 45. Sunday Express, 48. Mail on Sunday, 53. Sunday Mirror, 63. News of the World, 69. And the Sunday Times, the most popular one, 75. The most recognisable of all, certainly.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of the head-to-head, the losing pair, I'm afraid, is William and Suzanne Oh, I thought Scotland on Sunday was a brilliant answer. I thought you'd wrested it from Gail and Tash there. Well, we've had you for longer this time round, but I'm so sorry we haven't had you all the way through to the final. Excellent contestants. Thank you so much for playing. Brilliant. But for Gail and Tash, it's now time for our pointless final and the chance to win our jackpot of £1,500. Well, congratulations, Gail and Tash. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy, so very well done. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,500. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer, an answer that no one could think of. We've had 2 pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one more now, and you will go home with that £1,500. Firstly, you've got to choose a category, and you can choose from these 3 options. Here are your choices. Cricket, rock music, or Spain?
Hasn't it?
Rock music?
Got to be.
Yeah.
I don't think there's we have to go for rock music.
That's just
Cricket
through
and Spain,
elimination.
no chance. It's got to be rock music.
OK. Well, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Bon Jovi singles as they could. Bon Jovi singles. Richard.
We're looking for any single released by the band Bon Jovi prior to the start of 2011. No collaborations or EPs or songs released by individual members of the bands are allowed. Just any Bon Jovi singles that made it into the UK top 40.
OK, thanks very much. You now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £1,500 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyone I can
you
do
can
is
do-
obscure. Jesse, take your love to town. Don't you take your love to town? Is that one?
Just take your love to town.
Don't you take your love
Don't
to
you
town?
know, take your love to town. Okay, we can do keep the faith. We can do raise your hands.
Whichever ones you think are obscure. I'm
Trying to think of any more that we know.
think of what Caroline's made you watch.
Plumbing the depths of my knowledge.
What do you reckon? Any on albums that you can think of? Otherwise, we've got 3 that we can have to go through. What did you say?
Just don't take your love to town. Keep the faith and raise your hands.
Yeah? I haven't heard of the other 2.
Okay, we're going to have to go with those, aren't we?
Yeah? They're the ones you're going to have to go for? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to have to go with those 3.
OK, well, there's your minute up. So we're looking for Bon Jovi singles. I now need your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
See, we've seen them in concert and
I've
everything.
seen Bon Jovi. While I'm standing here, I can't.
So this is quite a good category for
It should be
you.
brilliant, but when you're standing here, it's so difficult to remember things you should really remember.
Yeah.
So we do have 3 options. We have keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Raise your hands.
Raise your hands.
And Jesse, don't take your love to town.
Jesse, don't take your love to town. Well, I have to say, I've never heard of any of those. Of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless
Probably
answer?
Jesse, don't take your love to town.
If it is one,
it's more.
I think it
obscure.
is.
OK, we'll put Jesse, don't take your love to town last.
Okay.
What should we put first? Your least likely pointless answer.
Raise your hands is more recent, so maybe that one.
Go on then. I
Least
don't know
probably
the
raise
other
your hands would be least likely.
OK, we'll put raise your hands first.
Okay.
OK, we'll put them up on the board in that order.
Okay.
And here they are. Raise your hands, keep the faith, and Jesse, don't take your love to town. OK, so we were looking for Bon Jovi singles. You said this was your least confident answer. You only need to find one pointless answer to win that £1,500. Raise your hands. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Ooh. Well, that's an incorrect answer. Oh.
I'm surprised by that.
We'll find out from Richard at the end why that is incorrect, but it is incorrect.
Maybe it was called something else.
Unfortunately, it's not a pointless answer. You only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. What would you do with £1,500?
Go on holiday?
Yeah. Holiday. Maybe taking a Bon Jovi gig.
Yeah. Very good. OK, here we have Keep the Faith. This has to be pointless, and it has to be correct for you to win that jackpot of £1,500. Let's see if it is both those things. Keep the Faith. How many people said it? Is it right? It is right. Thank goodness for that. Right. Down it comes. Keep the faith. If this goes all the way down to 0, you will be leaving here with £1,500. Into single figures, oh no, 8. Eight people remembered Keep the Faith. 8 people followed the instructions on the front of the single. Kept the faith. Can I just ask, while we've been doing this, about 5 other Bon Jovi singles swum into your heads?
No, I think my brain has just turned into mush by now. There's nothing in there anymore.
OK. Well, you said this was the answer you had the most confidence in to be a pointless answer. Jessie, don't take your love to town. This has to be right and it has to be pointless. And it has to go all the way down to the bottom of the column. And you will then leave here with a jackpot of £1,500. Very, very best of luck. Let's see. Jessie, don't take your love to town. No, no! Oh, no, bad luck. So, for some reason, that is also an incorrect answer, which means I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, which means you don't win today's jackpot of £1,500, which rolls over onto the next show. You've been brilliant contestants, and you do, of course, take home our pointless trophy. So, Richard.
Yeah, unlucky Gail and Tash. At least you can hold your heads high next time you walk into school, which is very good news. Raise Your Hands was just an album track from Slippery When Wet. It was never released as a single. And Jessie, Don't Take Your Love to Town, wrong for 2 reasons. Firstly, it was a John Bon Jovi solo single. Wow. And secondly, it was Janie, Don't Take Your Love to Town as well. It didn't mind what Jessie did.
Jessie took her love everywhere, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly. There's no telling Jessie. Let's take a look at some of the pointless answers, though. You may recognise some of them. I do hope not. You want to make a memory. 2 other top 10 hits here, All About Loving You and Every Day. 3 songs off the Keep the Faith album here, 3 singles. I Believe, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, and In These Arms. And 3 more top 10 hits on the last page. Lie to Me, the Christmas hit, Please Come Home for Christmas, and This Ain't a Love Song. All of those were pointless answers. Very well done if you got any of those at home.
Well, I mean, you were round 2 last time, this time right through to the final.
Yeah.
Fantastic contestants. You've done incredibly well, but unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you. But it's been brilliant having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody's won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show, we'll be playing for £2,500. Join us next time, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.